It's October 10th today, and we're in Beulah, North Dakota, at a junkyard here owned by Leroy Walker. Leroy's an Edsel collector. As you go around here, amongst others, he's a die-hard Ford person, loves Edsels. You can see some of his cars up there. He does have one Mopar. He's got a '59 Dodge wagon he's going to restore. And he's got a...
I've never seen air conditioning like that in a car.
This is everyday driver here is a '57 Lincoln. Then he's got a '56 Ford Town sedan there, and a '59 Edsel Ranger, Road Ranger, that he uses for his everyday car. And we're here to do a little junkyarding and visit with him. And Beulah is like, what, 50 miles north of Bismarck, Stefan? 70 miles north of Bismarck. And Leroy here does a little drag racing. He's got this, he was talking, just telling us about, we'll have him tell you the story about this. This is the '59 Edsel Ranger here. It has the 361 engine with a stick, 373 rear end, and we'll let him tell you about it. Got lots of cars up here. He's busy with a customer right now. Leroy, this is Leroy Walker from Beulah, North Dakota, and you got a beautiful yard here.
Oh, thank you.
And you don't mind me taking a few pictures of your cars here at all, or I'll ask you, and if you don't mind,
As long as they're good Chrysler and Ford pictures, yeah, that's all right.
Okay. And you were talking about this interesting Edsel here. You do a little drag racing. I wonder if you want to maybe tell us about this '59 Ranger here.
Yeah, that two-door, 361 engine, 303 horse, 4-barrel. Runs the quarter mile or the eighth mile at a 10:55, 10:57.
Wow.
At 66 miles an hour. It's been a winner out of 2 drag races this season.
That's neat.
It brought home 2 second-place trophies, and for street competition, it holds its own.
Can I hear it run?
Sure.
Tell you, it's one of these. I love Orphans, DeSoto's, and stuff like that.
Well,
myself, and
it's a good contender.
Yep, and a lot of people kind of don't realize it. These were quick automobiles.
Take a look at the engine.
Okay, yes. So this is what they call the E400 engine, right? 400 foot-pounds of torque.
Yes, yes.
It has, and which is basically the FE engine, like a 390 or 352, 332,
427 design.
'59 Edsel Ranger here. This is neat. In fact, we have to invite them down to Brainerd next summer. They have the muscle car shootout.
It'll be a fun race.
Okay. That is neat. Well, it runs like a watch.
Hear my speed indicator now?
Okay. That's the heat riser rattling there, and Leroy was just telling us that when he's on the line, he revs it until he hears it rattle a little bit, and that's the right RPM to dump the clutch, right?
That's the point where you don't fog and you don't just set up and go in a cloud of smoke and take off.
There's a gentleman having fun. I think this is neat.
It's a good contender.
There is an event that we've been, Stefan didn't go this year. I had my '57 Chrysler out there. It's a muscle car shootout event at Brainerd International Raceway. You know where that is in Brainerd, Minnesota?
Yes, I do.
And it's the 3rd weekend in July. Every year they have the showroom shootout. Boy, we'd sure like to see you out there, Leroy.
Well, let me know, and
okay.
Things work out. I might just be able to make it down there next year.
Well, this would be nice to see this season, because we had my friend Jim Talkbaum from Silver Bay had his '61 DeSoto there. And I had my Chrysler 300C, the '57 300C. And then we have another group from Virginia that we call them the Jelly Bean Crew. The Halversons, they got AMCs.
Oh yeah,
And if you know them at all.
they're a good car too.
Yeah, they have, and he's in the Hudsons and all that. But boy, do you have a collection. How many Edsels do you have here?
Right now I just got my 206th Edsel here about 3 weeks ago. We're still down compared to the Chevys and the Fords and the Chryslers, but we're looking every day.
Are you looking for more?
All the time.
Should we round up some more up our way for you?
If you do, I'd appreciate it.
I certainly will do that. Well, hey, thank you very much for the interview with your nice '59 Ranger here, and if you don't mind me bringing a camera around and getting some of the shots of some of the interesting iron out here, do you mind at all, Leroy?
Fine. You go right ahead.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Here's another Edsel I run in 200 lap enduro race here 2 years ago. His '58 Ranger.
The 361 also on that one.
361 with a 3-speed, and that managed to make 26 seconds on a half-mile roundy round with 105 cars competing in the 200 lap 2-hour endurance race.
Wow, that is really neat. Really neat. 59 Park Lane. 58 Mercury Monterey, and there's Leroy's wife there. It looks like she has a sale there for some parts on a 58 Mercury, so there are people that are looking for 58 Mercury parts. Huh, Stefan? So there are possibilities even with a 58 Mercury, right, Stefan?
There's possibilities for a profit
Yeah.
somewhere.
And here's a 59 Park Lane 2-door hardtop. That would have a 430 in it. Or maybe a 410. I don't know my Mercuries that well. There's a 57 Monterey 2-door post. And then the 58 Ranger here that ran their stock car. Leroy just told us about. The Edsel had the early ones, the 58s, had 361s and 410s, and they're basically the FE engine, that 390 type variety that we're all familiar with. Here's a 57 Dodge 2-door post. Another 59 Edsel Villager wagon, and a 58 Corsair or Pacer 4-door hardtop. And I see Stefan looking at the 55 Imperial. Looks like a parts car. Ollie, John Savanich from Minnesota, and hi Polak from Hibbing. Which Edsel do you like best, Ollie?
They're all so nice. I really can't pick. Look, the two
Ollie?
cars.
There's a green Chevy here, Ollie. It's green.
Green and blue. Can't help that.
A green Biscayne Bel Air 59, and a 57 Chev wagon here. 210 wagon and a 56 Buick 2-door post. 55 Imperial here with a 331 that has been weather beaten here. And
I haven't seen a lot of your stuff.
you know, Stefan, I think on your 56 Chrysler, I think you need a horn ring, don't you? Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe you should see if Leroy might be interested in selling you the horn ring.
My broken one is a little bit shinier than that one, though.
Well, if you don't want this one, I'll buy it then. How's that? Well, anyhow, Leroy said it was okay for me to walk around with a video camera here. I think I'm going to take advantage of that. Flathead V8 sitting here. 57 Ranchero. Town sedan. 46 or 7 Mercuries. Real rare Edsel. This is a 58 Citation convertible. It doesn't look like much here now, but with all the parts cars that Leroy has, boy, he can put this thing together. From Minnesota also. 58 Citation convertible. Push button drive in the middle of the steering wheel. There's no steering wheel in this one, so I can't show you that. Neat dashboard. Got kind of compass type rolling speedometer. Here's an interesting Ford station wagon. Here's a 56 Ford Park Lane wagon. Two-door wagon. Very, very, very decent body on this car. Well, let's go up the hill and see what he has out in the pasture. Roadrunner. 50 Pontiac torpedo back, or no, it isn't a torpedo back, two-door sedan. 57 Lincoln four-door. Rows of Edsels. Drag car here, Pontiac Sunbird.
That's got the 413 in that one.
This is a 59 Imperial Southampton. It's not a Crown. And Leroy's going to restore this one someday, huh?
Yes, it's driving right now.
Here's a 61 Dodge Pioneer wagon.
With factory air.
With factory air, wow. 361 or 318?
318.
52 Ford Custom Line Victoria. How do you like that? And this particular area here is kind of a, I guess what he called sacred area up here, meaning that nobody parts anything off up here. He told us we could come on up here and, you know, look at the vehicles. He didn't want to have any doors or hoods or anything opened unless we asked him first. And he's going to allow me to ride in the back of the wrecker, and we're going to go through and look at some of these cars here. Here's a 64 Impala here with a 327, according by the badges on the fender. Four-door sedan. The sheet metal is pretty good up here. D1 Mercury here. 53 Mexican Road Racer Lincoln. And Mozzie, there's your grill. Ha! I'll ask him. Little 64 Valiant there. Le Mans there, or GTO. 55 Mercury. Quite a number of 57 Fords.
They're like that four-door Imperial you guys got. And he bought it new. Had it about a year. Put air conditioning in it. When they drilled the holes through for these lines, he got to the hydraulic brake line and pushed it over to where it was within a quarter of an inch of exhaust manifold. Every time he got out of town, 2-3 miles, he hit the brakes and he had none. And they couldn't find the problem.
Boiling the brake fluid.
You got it. Aerated the system, then when he hit the brakes the first time, there was none. So he got scared. He was, you know, we went back to the dealer several times. They couldn't find
$2,000 for this Imperial.
Town driving, it was beautiful. But the minute you hit what you call mud rock.
Pollock here is bargaining on a front clip for a 57 Chevy here, and he says that
dust gets in there, dust gets in there.
he says it has a little cancer on the fenders, a little rust, and he says cancer on a fender is like a gray hair. Your wife won't throw you out if you've got gray hair.
Acid from the salt just eats everything.
This is dry rust out here.
You'll have something to work with when you get into it. Your inner construction will be good, but your dirt lays there and it just holds the moisture and it rots out.
Yeah.
But this is about what they're bringing.
Okay, like that one down there, you're looking at.
I would look it over before I tell you exactly if it'd be that kind of money. You know.
Because I'm debating whether I take that fiberglass front end off and put, you know, tin back on it.
Yeah, but tell them, see if the price was Chevy.
Well, I have a $57 hardtop that.
You know, I think
Chevy body on a Chrysler.
Oh yeah.
It's got torsion bar suspension, a 440 motor.
You know, 25 years ago, a guy came through here from Washington. He had a 56 Chevy Nomad. Had a 413 torque light. Got the push button made into a floor
Mine's
shift.
got torque plate right on the
No,
bottom.
but he's got this push button like in a console, that bucket seat.
Yeah.
And he had took in the spare tire in that Nomad and filled it with that liquid, like a tractor tires use for weight. And kept that
Sodium.
to get the weight balance right, and he was drag racing that car, and he picked up like $2,200 from Washington to Bismarck, North Dakota. Going through these towns, and he'd scoop out the fancy, well, this was like in about 70, your Mustangs, your Chevelles, your GTXs, your fancy hot dog cars. $25, that Chevrolet kicked your butt. Put your money where your mouth is. And he had a 413, and I don't know what he had for a gear ratio or a limit slip, but he had to put that liquid weight in that spare tire to keep him
To get traction, huh?
Yes.
I'm
You know,
debating, like, I have
you know,
swivel seats in it, and it's all Chrysler. It's just Chevy body, and I'm debating, you know, whether I take that front end off of it and put steel on it.
So it's not a regular stock 57 Chevy, so it isn't going to prove
Well,
the
you
value
look,
on it, is it?
well, no, it's butchered.
We have a guy in a Chevy club here that took a 57 Chevy, well, basically the remnants of a 57 Pontiac and a couple of two-door hardtop 57 Chevy, and he made a 57 Chevy convertible. And he put it on like a 78 Olds.
65 Fairlane, 56 Plymouth, 57 Mercury wagon, newer Ford, 58 or 9 Chev truck, cab, 54 Plymouth. There you go, Earl Wilkins. '55 Chev in the background there. '51 or 2 Kaiser. '63 Ford 4-door convertible. Here's a '59 Dodge Royal complete that he wants $1,800 for. Still has the antennas on the back. Here's a '58 Chrysler Windsor 2-door hardtop. Pretty clean body. And obviously no tail lights. You can see how clean this body is. There's no rust above the fenders where these cars were prone. '54 Mercury Monterey 2-door hardtop body shell. Look, there's still floors in this car, so you can see how clean the metal is out here. Good project car to mate up with a rusty one from Minnesota. '52 or 3 Lincoln Cosmopolitan 2-door hardtop. '59 Dodge Custom Sierra Spectator. Custom Sierra Spectator. Stefan drove the '57 Imperial Agua, and Mike Meyer drove the green '68 New Yorker Sherman, or the Pickle. '56 Plymouth Belvedere 4-door. '70 Javelin here. The remains of what looks like a stock '56 Ford rear mount antenna. Next to it, here's a '67 Chrysler New Yorker 2-door hardtop looking body on this one. All racer ready with mag wheels. Battery, few drops of gas in the carburetor, a good driver, and away you go. 65 or 6 Ford, a little older than that, 62 or 3. Nice cab corners on that, no rust on the bottom of the fenders on this one. 56 Hudson Hornet Hollywood. '63 Dodge 330 two-door hardtop. Be a race car. '60 Ford Fairlane 500. A few more 58 Edsels here. Well, now I'm on the back of Leroy, a Chevy, a vintage wrecker. We're taking a view of the yard here, maybe a little shaky now and then here because I'm trying to stabilize myself in the camera as we're cruising along here. We're going to take some footage. It's kind of nice of Leroy here to let us do some viewing here while we're cruising along here. Take some footage of the yard. There might be something people may be interested in, and so this is again Leroy Walker from Beulah, North Dakota, and he is not only has a salvage yard here, but he's a hobbyist and a collector himself. He appreciates preserving all this old iron out here. Like he warned us about not opening hoods and doors and everything, because you get you know, weather in the vehicles and that. So he's a hobbyist also and a collector himself. And like he says, he doesn't have to hunt for these things anymore. People get a hold of him and tell him where this and that is. Studebaker Starlight Coupe over there, 47 or 8. I apologize for the shaky camera work here, but this is the only way we can do it. The older body's a tall T there.
Get it all, Mike.
Yep, I'll get it all.
62 Plymouth wagon over there.
Yep, 62 Plymouth wagon. That's
With air, Mike.
with air too. Wow. Okay, coupes. Well, what are these going for, Leroy?
About $500 for the pair.
Okay, and they're what year Plymouths?
37, 36.
Very good. 47 Ford over here. 46 Ford. You can see how many cars he has. How many cars would you say you have here total here, Leroy?
Huh?
How many cars total out here?
37 acres.
37 acres of cars. And they aren't just cars, they're collector cars. Leroy's very, very careful that he doesn't nick any of these things while he's driving around, because it might be a potential piece to help somebody out. You know, not only make him a living, but also to help a hobbyist out. '51 Studebaker with a V8. A V8 Studi too, huh? Vintage trucks here. It looks like a 49 or 40 Ford there. '53 DeSoto there on the right. A Dodge Monaco 68 here. '51 Chev and a '67 Ford. '59 Chrysler Saratoga over there. I think I bought the cruise control out of that Chrysler a number of years ago from you, Leroy. I bought that cruise control out of that Chrysler from you a number of years ago. '59 Saratoga, there's a '58 Plymouth. Duster there. '67 Bonneville. Plymouth police car there, '69, '65 Newport. '37 acres of cars. '65 Plymouth Belvedere there, Bob Hilmus for parts. '56 Plymouth 4-door hardtop. Here again, I apologize for the shaky video here, but this is about the only way we could do it. I'm doing the best I can, and I can't close up on a lot of these because I got to keep one hand to hold myself in this wrecker. Another '57 Dodge down there. '55 DeSoto. '58 Dodge 4-door hardtop here. Some rough going here. '68 Charger. Looking on Mopar Road down here. That '68 Charger over there, Leroy, what would you be asking for that? Charger body there. For a friend of ours, Dremel from Chicago. '57 Dodge here. Coronet, '63 New Yorker, '61 Plymouth. Looks like maybe it might be a highway patrol car. Mopar Rover '55 Dodge. 57 Dodge here on the right, Hornet. Buick roll. 62 Polara 500 4-door hardtop. Leroy, does that 62 Polara 500 2-door hardtop have a 361 in there?
That's a 4-door hardtop, not
Does
a
it,
2-door.
yeah, does it have a 361 in there? Okay. '66 Dodge Polara 4-door hardtop. The 60 Dodge front clip. The Dodge Dart right here. Plymouth Scam. Chevrolet row here, and Buicks, Oldsmobiles, the 57 Chevy wagon. Newer model row here, bread and butter row. Chev parts, 55 and 6 Ford Mercury row, another row this way, 55 Ford Mercury, '53 Merc sitting here, 56 Club sedan, and a 56 Sunliner convertible. So if anybody's putting together 55 or 6 Fords, there's only one place to come. Leroy Walker's in Beulah, North Dakota. Over 200 Edsels Leroy has. 56 Mercury 2-door hardtop here. '63 Wildcat convertible, 58 Edsel, 56 Caddy, pink sedan DeVille. There's a 58 Plymouth Porter out in the pit. Guys are parting out. Old trucks. Oh, Leroy. A box off that 53 Chev pickup, Leroy. Had to find a price for a box for Bob Ingman from 55 Mercury Wagon. Citation for a hardtop. Mercury Medalist 56 two-door hardtop. Been down this road before. Should be bringing us to the other end of the yard there. I guess the far south end this would be. Trucks and 60 Ford wagon. Dodge A100 van. '53 Plymouth right here. Pontiac. Older Dodges and Plymouths down there. 41 Dodge. I guess we're heading down here. 54 Bel Air wagon.
Plymouth,
41 Plymouth right here, huh? How much for that? Big block Chevy head on the trunk. 50 Chev convertible. Lookout 49 Ford. Chev there, good pieces on that four-door, but quarter panels look pretty darn good on it. Mercury Cyclone or no? That is a Cyclone. We've been down the other side of this road here, that's 67 Bonneville again. The back side of it here so you can see the cars a little bit better.
Mike, get this here, the tree trunk.
Okay, right.
6 here.
Which one?
55.
Oh, what one? 35?
55.
Okay. 55 what? 58 here he made. Ford right here. I don't know what that is over there. 57 Olds. 4-door sedan. Pollock just spotted something that some of the guys might be interested in as far as a street rod. For 425 in that Delmont 88 over here. And now, what is this vehicle here? What is this vehicle?
37 DeSoto.
37 DeSoto. Is this one for sale, Leroy?
I'm just storing it for a friend right now.
Okay.
We just found that here about 2 months ago.
Boy, you see very, very few of the 30s Chrysler products, you know?
Yeah.
Especially DeSoto. It's got to be a real rare piece.
Well, we got another one coming up.
Okay.
Right? Don't catch me.
What are you doing there, Pollock?
I'm in the hold of myself.
Right. You're holding the rod on that right quarter panel, huh?
Yeah, not on a car.
That might preserve the paint. Now, Ollie there has a yearning for a 56 Mercury. Is that the right one there, Ollie?
Yep.
At 56, is that a custom or a medalist?
I don't know. Some of these guys are trying to talk me into a 4-door. I know. I almost bought a 4-door.
See, Leroy, he wants a 2-door. That way he can get the girls in. It's harder for them to get out. I'll take some still shots here while we're still. See the yard a little bit better here off the back end of this wrecker boom. We'll rezoom here. Now we're getting into the older area, it looks like here, street rod area. Street rod material. Leroy Walker's yard in Beulah, North Dakota. '55 Plymouth 4-door there. Some older panel. 53 Chev Bel Air 4-door sedan. Street rod material. Ford there in the center. '50 Olds convertible. There's a 49 Olds convertible, or yes, 70. It's not an 88, it's a 76, right? Flat 6, there'd be a 76, right? Or no, 88 there, 40, 50. Looks like an old Hemi block laying out there. Some more street rod material here. Old Oldsmobile, huh? 37 Olds there. For lurch. model stuff here. Here again, remember this is North Dakota. So the sheet metal is quite a bit better than what we have back in Minnesota. They have dry rust out here. We have rot. We've been through this row once already, you know. 63 Wildcat convertible again there, and 56 Caddy. But you got another view at it here in case you missed something the first time through. A 56 Hornet there, Hudson, 56 Mercury Monterey to the hardtop. Lots more Edsels. Plymouth, 46, 6, 7, and 8. And there's a sleeper there, a Monterey with a Turnpike Cruiser engine.
Oh yeah.
The Corsair. Are the Corsairs next to the Citation, or is it the Pacer?
The Corsair is next to the Citation.
Okay, so that has a 410 in it, right?
Here's a nice DeSoto.
Okay, with 47 DeSoto, nice street rod there with a visor on it and everything. Boy, very nice pot metal and everything on it. More Edsels. And here we get a bird's eye view of Leroy Walker's yard here. There's a bird's eye view. 37 acres of vintage iron. Another 58 Citation 4-door hardtop sitting down there. Cute little vintage pumpkin seed type boat. You would think this would be a parking lot back in the 50s, but nope, we're in the 90s, folks, and look at that. Isn't that neat to see somebody enjoying this old iron and driving it like Leroy is? He's a man after our own heart. Looks like he's starting the second story up here. It's like a 57 Premier 2-door hardtop here. Edsel wagon, two-door Edsel wagon. Boy, that's going to be rare. 58. Hi, gentlemen. How you doing there? '58 convert there. Citation convertible. That's the top of the line Edsel for 58. That's probably the most sought after of all Edsels. I'll have to ask Leroy the production figure, but it's in the hundreds. Probably 500 or 600 of them, I think. 60 Edsel here. '67 Cougar, '69 Cougar, excuse me. '59 wagon, '58 Ranger, and here's a shed, and boy, I don't know what's in that shed. It's probably jewels. Maybe we'll get the front view of the shed here. Yep, no garage doors on this side. Another '58 Edsel here. Got push button transmission operated by the center of the steering wheel. There's a '66 Caprice wagon.
Now get your body
Back
off.
then, hell, they weren't any.
Okay.
You know.
Get your body off and then we'll show you a '56 Plymouth.
Sounds like a wiener.
Convertible.
Wow. Shed here lies a '56 Plymouth convertible. Plymouth convertible here.
Belvedere.
Belvedere convertible.
Basically, it was yellow and white, or yellow and black.
Looks like you got the you got a 4-barrel carb setup off of a '59 there, huh?
Yep.
That's going to go on the 277 in here.
Yes. Here's the original manifold for it right here.
Okay.
4-barrel.
Had the small square.
This had the
four-barrel.
WCFB card.
With the narrow base on it.
Yep.
That's a real rare intake manifold.
The WCFB card.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, a guy came to the meet.
3-speed with overdrive.
I've got a clean gas tank ready.
If this was for sale at all, would you sell it? Would this be for sale, or
If
you
this
don't
was to be sold, pull out of here right now. If you don't have $5,000, don't talk to me.
Okay. Well, hey, no.
That's the short and long.
Leroy. One thing I have noticed on the prices that you've quoted, you're very realistic and fair with them. I have, and boy, do you have a collection.
See, this was yellow and this here was black. Give you that forward look.
It's a pretty decent car, very decent car. Just first time on the rocker panels.
Came into the Mopar meet.
So your
Very
friends that
nice.
we passed on a road coming down here, you
Yep.
tell them about the Plymouth convertible they missed.
Okay, well he'll see it on the tape. Okay.
Yeah,
He'll see. Stefan, you hear that, Leroy? So this is a surprise here for you, Stefan. '56 Plymouth convertible with lever action.
Here's my NOS hood ornament.
Wow.
A little dusty, but that's all
Why
right.
why don't you put some grease all over that?
I should. I really should.
You know that?
I should.
Throw it in a
Yep.
plastic bag, one of them little bags you get from the store,
Yep.
and grease it all up with some old grease.
Windows go up and down.
Leave them back down in there. I think it's gorgeous.
I'll get a shot of the driver's side here. A guy wouldn't do a guy wouldn't do that.
No, it's got to look like a 277
Exactly.
on the inside.
Right, but inside it's a 318.
Yeah, the
Put that,
440 on the inside.
Put that power stroke to it.
Yep. But we have to get you out at Brainerd on the muscle car shootout. I'm gonna send you a copy of this tape here,
I appreciate it.
and I'm gonna put Back to the '50s on it, the big event in St. Paul. You ever been there?
I've been there many times.
Okay, I got a good
three
one.
cups. I've been to one of 36 entries on 7 o'clock in the morning.
Excellent. Did you have an Edsel this year?
56 Chevy convertible.
Okay. Well,
We're not prejudiced.
Hey, right, hey. We're all in the same family, right?
Yep.
when we, no matter what a guy collects, you know, like this, you know, you preserve everything.
It's black and white. It's similar to the color in this here.
Might even have it on my video.
I wanted to, but I've never made it.
56 Plymouth Belvedere
This year,
convertible.
A guy came in with a 56 Dodge convertible. It was actually a 55.
I worked for 3 years to get a 56 Dodge convertible, and they gave it to the National Guard, and they crushed it. Out of Rapid City, South Dakota. I tried 3 years to get their car.
5,000.
And it's
Everybody
my
wants
son,
this
he's
car
gonna
here.
restore it,
Very restorable
I
car.
get down there every so often, and a friend of mine lived in Rapid City and kept the tabs of it. Went down and went in and was gone. What happened was when someone gave it to the National Guard, the son decided he wasn't going to fix it with money on it. And it was that kind of a salmon color, black and white.
Hmm.
It
Wow.
was gorgeous. I mean, you know what a 56 Dodge looks like. You got the pins.
Yes, it is. Very rare piece. Very
Now,
sought
this is what
after.
I should do instead of the olds.
Huh?
This is what I should do instead of the olds.
Right. Maybe you can talk Linda into that, huh?
He found a 56.
Hmm?
I don't know.
We'll get a good picture of this here, right?
So he kept
Yeah.
the
For
55
my tweets.
down here
Yep.
with the ridge and the line.
Yep.
For your
Back
tweets.
down the
For my
56
anything for my
and
tweets.
everything.
You hear that, Linda?
And then put it
He's
in the
honoring you again.
Yeah.
He
I
always
have-
speaks very highly of you.
Mike,
In fact,
I have to be nice. I may need more money.
in fact, all of us fellas here, Linda, we want to thank you for allowing a Polak, Leroy. His name is his nickname is Polak. When you see him on the tapes, John Shiraki, Polak, and this is Ollie.
I'll see if I can open that door.
Okay, right, Ollie? Take your hat off once, Ollie. Let's see how old you are.
And then, and bow to him.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you ought to ask him. He should talk.
He's the only guy I know that tries to cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear a hat all the time, don't I?
No, you comb your hair over. He's gonna be the guy with the one strand of hair going from this
Covering
side.
in long, what that long?
Yeah, this,
Then when the wind's blowing, he's got this big
Yeah,
flop
you know-
of hair out there.
Protecting that one strand.
I'm gonna get around the back and get a better shot of the back view of this.
Starts to
If you would,
nurse this back to new condition.
for that, to say if you sold it for $5, would you allow the buyer to kind of go over some of your parts cars there,
I'd probably
Leroy?
give him a few extra pieces.
Okay. Or sell them a whole car with it, you know.
I've got tail light lenses new, and I got back light lenses new, park light lenses new, hood ornament new, a good gas tank, and I got a complete rebuild kit for the engine. Pistons 30 over, and all the parts for the engine, but I cheated on the engine. I ordered all 318 parts, so I'm going to use a 57 318 base block.
Yep, there you go.
No, where are these things are they production numbers?
Not too many.
I don't know, they're probably around 10, 12,000, I suppose, made of this, right?
I don't think that many. I've tried
Really?
about 7,500.
Really? I was going to say that citation, those Edsels 58 citation convertibles, what's the production figure on those, Leroy?
930.
That's what I thought. It was something, you know, say, I thought 500 or 600 as I was viewing through here. And that Edsel wagon, the two-door wagon with the roof rack, you say 1 of 12 made?
That service rep car is.
Service rep car.
They made 366 two-door roundup wagons.
Okay, but that particular one is a special one because it was
service rep car.
an Edsel Roundup,
Yes.
right? Actually, it's they made the Ranger. That's a Ranger sequel, the Roundup, and then
Yeah.
the Bermuda was the top of the line.
Yep.
That had a 410 in the Bermuda.
Nope, they all had the
361s.
361. They were
Huh.
a small car series.
Okay, so the Ranger and the Pacer had the smaller.
Yeah, Ranger Pacer was built off the Fairlane 500, and the Corsair Citation was built off your Turnpike Cruiser.
Okay,
And then the Edsel wagon, that was just basically a Ford redone, so they had the Ford heritage in it.
I gotcha. Then in '59, the base engine was with 361.
361 and
And
a
a two-
292 and a 332
Huh?
and a six-cylinder.
Okay, so they had the 361 and the 332 in
Yeah.
'59.
Yeah, but see, they dropped the 410 345 horse big engine, which
So
was
the-
a Lincoln motor.
So then in '59, the base engine in the Ranger was a 6, right? 223.
Yep.
And then they dropped a few. They didn't have the Corsair or Pacer anymore, did they? In '59.
You just had the
Citation and Ranger?
and then you had the Corsair. They dropped the Citation and
Okay.
the Pacer.
Okay.
The Corsair basically was a Ranger with extra trim and fancy chrome, a little fancy interior.
So the base engine then in the '59 Corsair was a 361.
332 or
Okay.
361 was off.
Optional. I gotcha. I learned something today. Well, thank you very much here for your tour here, Leroy. and we'll get you a copy of this tape here. And for people who want to call you for parts, what's your phone number and what's the best time to get a hold of you?
Area code 701-873-4489. Best time to call is anywhere from 7 to 9 in the evening at Beulah, North Dakota time.
Very, very good. So that's important, because if they're out east or something like that, I think we're on the same time zone, Central Standard. But thank you very much for your tour here today, and we'll get you a copy of this tape and say this is some more history for my automobile memorabilia here. You know, to sit and watch when it's 30 below zero in northern Minnesota.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Thank you.
This is Mike Meyer checking out here in Beulah, North Dakota on October 10th, 1998. We have a couple friends here, John Shiraki or Polak, and John Savanich and Ollie. See, too many Johns here, Leroy. We have to nickname them.
Oh yeah.
Right, Ollie?
Oh, he must be a Polak with German accent. You guys.
Yes, sir. Leroy, this is your wife here?
Yeah, that's Isla.
Paint.
She's
That's Lila?
part master. Isla.
Isla.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you, Isla. Mike Meyer from northern Minnesota. And I see you like the old cars too, or you have to, or did you get them into these? Did you get them into this?
No.
What is your favorite car out here?
My favorite car?
Hard to say.
Got a lot of choices.
My Capri.
your 56 Town sedan?
No.
That's just a parts runner, right? Well, thank you, Lila.
Yep.
Isla. Thank you, Isla, and Leroy for letting us look around, giving us the nice tour this afternoon. I hope it'll be, you know, worthwhile to where we can get this out and get you some business and get some hobbyists out here to look at this. But say this is like a museum in this videotape here. You have a museum here. You don't have a junkyard like a lot of people talk about. This is a salvage yard and a museum.
That's right.
We really appreciate the tour you gave us today, Leroy.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good day and a beautiful weather too. We brought it here with us.
One of these North Dakota winters that you enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Isla, come on down here. Leroy's wife here in the 56 Ford parts runner. To her, it's nothing special. Got the Thunderbird engine in there with lever action, 3-speed. She likes getting on it too. Polak? Hey, Polak. Ask him if Isla has a 312 or a 292 in her town sedan.
What's that, Mike?
Ask Leroy if Isla has a 292 or the 312 in that town sedan she took off in. 57 Chrysler Way. Tell Leroy to stop a minute. Hey, there's a 57 Chrysler station wagon over here. We had a nice afternoon here, and it was really nice of Leroy here to kind of let us, you know, give us a tour around here. Cab over Ford. We'll take a little bit more footage. This tape is about coming to the end. And we're going to make sure to take you know, as much of these vehicles as we can so people can view this stuff back home. And maybe give Leroy a call. And maybe become an owner of some of this vintage iron that he has saved. It's cold and windy out here in the winter. And boy, we lucked out with the weather today. '51 Ford, 6-cylinder. '51 Ford V8. Good chrome. Side spears are real nice, but alongside the taillights. 52 Ford truck. The 6-cylinder. '56 Lincoln. So that, did you see that 57 Windsor station wagon out there?
Yep.
Here's
How much for
another
that?
rare piece right here. Suicide back doors.
This is a 47, 48.
How are these for some good
Ooh,
prices?
that's what, 663, 390s?
63, 427.
427s, wow.
NASCAR exhaust system.
Well, you have a pair of those?
Yeah.
Might know a guy up in Mountain Iron, Minnesota interested. Are they for sale?
No, they're not.
Okay.
Nope.
You're gonna go on the Edsel, right?
They're going to probably wind up going on a drag strip.
You know you know what's gonna happen, Polak? He's gonna watch the videotape. I'm gonna send him
Yeah,
a Brainerd,
he's gonna want it there.
and he's gonna come to Brainerd with those on that 59 Ranger.
They got to be a 60. It won't be a 59.
Oh, really? Those heads
They're too
won't.
wide. You got to have the new chassis ready.
Okay.
60 to
Okay, you've tried that already,
Oh
Leroy.
yes. Oh yeah.
Hey, that is great. Making a trope. Look at suicide doors.
See, here's the color that Mother Nature didn't brick.
Wow, mahogany,
That
maroon.
Nice curve when I was through.
And this one's for sale.
Yeah.
What are you asking for this one?
I want $1,200.
Reasonable price.
It's a good solid.
Good solid body. Complete.
Got
So,
glass taillights in it. It's all pretty good shape. This back
Ollie, there you go.
90s option there. Your brake light was standard equipment back then.
But 41 to 48, right?
Yeah. It is a 48 Chrysler.
Or DeSoto.
Check it out.
Hi, John Polak.
Hey, this is unbelievable.
It's October 10th, 1998, and we're in Beulah, North Dakota. And we just had a little tour of a little junkyard, junkyard salvage yard museum owned by Leroy Wreckage Yard, and a museum owned by Leroy Walker. And we're kind of bushed from the tour through the yard here, so we're going to go into a little cafe called the Ragtop Malt Shop and Drive-In. And let's kind of go inside and see what they have inside this little place here. Okay, Polak?
Fantastic. Gorgeous day. No rain. No wind.
75 degrees here in Beulah, North Dakota.
Oh, and it's just fantastic.
'50s music, '50s cars. We have 50s variety waitresses, right?
Yeah.
We have Elvis Presley here and a Dino Dinosaur mini gas pump here. Neat, huh?
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Turtles,
Nice bar
poodle
stools.
skirts, and car display here
My
in the
wife
museum.
used to have that, the skirt and a
And we're going to go in here and,
poodle skirt in
gee,
Angora sweater top.
I'll be darned, there's a real familiar guy. This is Leroy Walker. We had a tour through his junkyard.
Yeah.
And we're coming in here. What would you say we should order on the menu, Leroy?
Well, if you're really hungry, you got a GTX mini shrimp, but then you got a Roadrunner chicken strips. But for your capacity, you better get the 4-barrel burger.
Yeah, did you get here early today?
No, I was one of the later arrivals. I rode in the guy's Chrysler.
Oh, really? Thanks a lot.
We tried
Well,
to
this-
catch a Mercury, but we had to finish second.
He Mike Myers car.
Road gears.
Well, this is a real nice little place here, and I say we're real glad that you brought us up here, and that really kind of neat. And you had part of this putting together some of the stuff for this little restaurant, too, didn't you? With pictures of Edsels and that on the wall.
Why am I getting lost?
And here's Leroy's wife, Isla. Isla, thank you for allowing me to bring this tour through here. And you're working, huh? You gotta work so he can afford those Edsels, right?
No, you don't get my money.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that 4-barrel burger. The Ragtop Restaurant in Beulah, North Dakota. We're back from lunch at the Ragtop Cafe in Beulah and back to Leroy Walker's here. And he's going to show us a tour through his garage at home here. You got a 58 Citation convertible. 58 Edsel Citation convertible and a 56 Chev convertible. Wow.
Look at the gas tank is.
Man.
Yes.
58 Edsel.
Is that a 2-speed?
That's right.
Found me a 2-speed.
You got it.
Wow.
Hey, I had one in my 34.
Can you put those in the newer car?
Top of the line Edsel, the Edsel is most sought after by collectors.
I had one of them in my 34.
Is that electric?
56 Chev Bel Air convertible. Oh,
It's a greenish shell.
are these bumper guards? I was going to ask him about the bumper guards on here.
He got this wrecked.
He has the what?
He has a picture of this thing wrecked.
Really?
Not too bad.
Should I go
He
get
did
it
a
and
nice
show
job. Yeah, that'd be nice to see that.
Start to overdrive up right away. You can fly the planetary thing.
you? But Grandpa, that guy wants to see the picture when you're at
Nice, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
58 Edsel citation.
I had this down.
Something like that.
I had this down in Downs for a month and that last
I like that. I like that push button on the steering wheel there.
Isn't that neat?
I got your call name.
56 Bel Air convertible.
Now what happens when you have what are those, electric?
I think them are. There's electric on that.
That
ain't it?
shift is all electric.
Yeah.
Electric shift. Yeah.
Did they ever have problems with that?
Yes, we did.
What was it?
A 60.
Packard had
60 Ranger
one had
4-door sedan.
55 or 6.
55 had it in the steering.
Yeah.
This guy's
Well,
cool,
they didn't have
yes,
the
I
steering.
like
They
that
had it
guy.
on like a signal man right by the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And a 55
Yeah, I forget. I know
Chev
one of them.
210.
You know what that was?
What do you guys want?
I like that
That guy
dash.
wants to see when
You
you're
want
at
to see a picture of this Ragtop?
But now, if this worked like a good Chevrolet should. You should be able to walk up it.
What does it say? Any good Chevrolet? You better pump here a little tiny bit of gas, trigger the choke.
Yeah. Yeah.
All you have to do is trigger it and it'll probably fire.
It should have started, see, but it's set too long.
And now
It's
this
going
is
on 3 weeks.
kind of different up on the top of the fenders here
Push
now.
button in the middle of the steering wheel there.
Look at that.
That's your, it was a hood bird, they called it, or whatever you call it,
Is that
accessory.
factory?
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Power windows.
That must have been
I
a
haven't seen this either.
option.
Your Dowler had that, yeah.
I never seen one. It's the first time I've
Right
ever.
here in the middle.
Yeah, that I've seen, but not this.
You see this back here?
Got the bumper rats and that's the bumper system on it.
Here's your,
It's like Thunderbird or something, doesn't it?
And Camaro.
Like
68
54
Camaro.
Chevrolet had
you know,
a-
here's something you gotta go a long ways from Chrysler to beat.
Oh, I know. They're like refrigerator doors. They're like refrigerator doors.
What, the doors?
No, when you shut them, they shut, click.
I'll show you Rosie.
Rosie, huh?
You'll get some, Chrysler. And another one, try the back door in that 60S.
That New Yorker can't read this in mine.
Try the back door in that
Sounds like a
60S.
bank vault.
Okay, nice. Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. Very, very nice.
That's beautiful.
Now, is this like a $500, $800 car?
Well, it probably was back in about 63.
Oh, okay.
Now,
$1,000, $1,200 now.
Now it'd probably be up there, you.
It's very nice, you know that?
So the
Here's
three,
your deal here you're talking about. Front fender top molding.
Boy, this is
I've
very nice.
never seen those
Door
moldings
handle
before.
shield, right there.
Hmm.
Fender deals, they're the back. Exhaust, they're the back. This is on the front. This is on the front. This is not on there.
The hockey pucks are on there.
Yep. Well, see,
Or
that's
actually,
the
hockey
front fender shield,
Yeah.
but then body mold.
Yeah, it didn't start right off.
Well, no, it's set choking trigger. It's going to be kind of, you know, you waited too long. Well, you would have, but you waited too long.
Power glide in a 6. Yeah, 265 in here.
Yeah, it's your power pack. Power steering.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's the first set of them I've seen.
Yeah, I've never seen that on those either. Yeah.
No.
First set of
Accessory option, factory accessory. Huh?
Don't have the stainless down here.
No, not the rockamolies, nope.
That's the first set of them I've ever seen.
So I
Right up there.
The guy that bought this car was a service manager for GM, and he bought this out in Idaho.
gorgeous car.
And he brought it into South Dakota, and that's where I
Gorgeous
got
car, huh?
Very, very nice. You know, the only problem with these cars, they could have different owners.
I
Well, you
owned
know,
this car
He's
since
got too many
69.
Edsels. He's
Yeah.
got too many cars. He
You
should,
know-
should let someone else share these.
I would
nice
really
cars.
like to have a ride in that 59 Ranger.
Well, let's,
Could I twist your arm?
let's do that.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Yep, we'll shut
Ride in his Edsel drag car. Have you had a ride in that?
Yeah.
Is it quick?
Get that motor.
Does it scare you?
Huh?
57 Lincoln
If you want
Premier.
to see quality, here.
Hey.
Hi there.
Now this is unrestored.
What are these here?
Wind deflectors.
368
bugs or what?
factory
Huh?
year.
Yeah.
Bug
Bug
deflectors?
deflector, yeah.
Unrestored, huh?
Are those old, like,
NOS old
oh, they're
Neat.
NOS.
J.C. Penney
Okay.
accessories and gamble store back in the 50s. When you
Unrestored.
used to be able to buy these wind deflectors for the
Factory air also.
Not at all, is it?
368 cubic inch, right? 290 horsepower?
300.
300 horsepower. 56 is what, 385?
56 was
My
285.
uncle used
What,
to have
what
a
year
Lincoln.
has the candid headlights?
58.
Gorgeous car. 57 Premier, four-door sedan.
The green car goes.
Well, he's gonna give me a ride in that now. I'm a lucky guy to have a ride in that. This is the car I'm gonna have a ride in. This is your grandpa's race car,
Yeah.
and you're his grandson. And what's your name?
Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. Do you like your grandpa's 59 Edsel here? Is it fast?
Yeah.
Did it scare you when he gave you a ride in it?
No.
You like it, huh? You like speed?
Yeah.
Does he give you a ride in it often?
Sometimes.
Or maybe he'll give it to you when you grow up, huh?
Yeah.
Get a little bit bigger so you can drive, huh? Well, I'm anxious to see how she goes there, Leroy.
I'll jump in.
Thank you. This is a 361, right? Or it was originally a 361. It's all stock, right? Except for we get the emergency brake on up. You got to warm her up first a little bit,
Yep.
huh? Very, very neat car. And a neat owner, somebody who really likes to enjoy this old iron. Got a Holly 4-barrel or a motor craft?
Motorcraft.
Is that what these cars had? Yeah.
They shared the Holly and the motorcraft.
You get either or.
Either or, depending on where the car was assembled at.
And now, was this car an original 361 car or?
Originally it was a 6-cylinder 223 with a 3-speed manual.
Okay. Original interior in it too.
I worked on this for about 10 years till I got it.
Really?
Just come. Radio delete, heater delete, nothing. This is the floor of the car.
You ever weigh this car on the scales to see what
No,
she
I
weighs
didn't,
on it?
but I want to.
Yeah, I wonder what she'd weigh out. Maybe 3,800, maybe?
I'd say
Something like
pretty
that.
close to that, yeah.
Yeah, pretty heavy car.
Yes, it is.
It sure has a neat front end of that neat look of that hood there, you know.
Yep.
But we're gonna have to get you a copy of the Brainerd International tape, that muscle car shootout event, and it's the third weekend in July. We get back from Iola, and then we have 1 week in between, and then the muscle car shootout. So we have you can feel, boy, you can feel it. She's got some torque, and you enjoy it.
This is high gear. Here's where you got torque.
And you got overdrive too, huh?
Yeah.
We'll warm it up a little bit. You can feel the torque she's got. Is it a straight 3-speed or you have overdrive?
It's got the overdrive. 3-speed overdrive.
there. It rides pretty darn nice. Feels like a good solid road car. It's really now this has the Fairlane body,
Yes.
Fairlane chassis, so it's a little bit longer chassis. And this transmission is basically the same as in like a Ford.
Yeah. Your big Ford
Like a
engine.
big Ford, the FE transmission.
Interceptor stuff.
Now we're going to see what this Edsel can do here. Now you're going to do your heat riser rattles, and then pretty neat. Boy, you can feel it torque now, huh? Wow. All right. Are you enjoying yourself like I am?
Have fun.
I'm going to send you a copy of this tape here so you can see what. You got the third gear overdrive there, huh?
If you want to make things on a 4-speed, you start.
Boy, this thing's got some torque, boy. This surprised a lot of people with this. I very much appreciate it. Hey, this car really goes, I'll tell you.
Is that stock?
Really goes.
Leroy?
And
What?
Next time you're married to a young kid,
yeah, I think
We should grow up. Leroy, whose pickup's over in the ditch?
John's?
Huh?
John's?
No, it's not John's.
okay.
Yeah, there's your
It's
big
not
car.
John's pickup.
361 cubic inch plus.
Well, I seen John Volk over there just a second
Right,
ago.
Bullock?
yeah, plus.
Yeah.
Well, she sure runs, I'll tell you.
Runs good?
It really runs good, I'll tell you.
Is he going to
Surprised the heck out of a lot of people.
It did.
It really surprises the heck out of a lot of people. Well, thank you very much for the ride, Leroy, and the tour this afternoon here through your yard here. Nice meeting you, Isla, and
Yeah.
allow us to go through the restaurant there and that, getting the invite. Very good. I'll send my payment in return in a copy of this tape in return. Thank you very much.
But I bet you that Edsel wouldn't beat this Mercury.
I bet it would.
I'm not sure.
We should get that
Well,
on
it's one way
tape
to do
sometime.
it.
You,
Money where your mouth
you don't want to find it out.
Put your money where your mouth
You want
is.
to find it out. We're checking out here from Beulah, North Dakota. Mike Meyer here on October 10th, 1998. A gorgeous 75-degree day.
At least.
And it's supposed to
At
snow
least.
tomorrow.
Is it really?
Rain, I guess.
Oh, you scared us.
Rain and, sun.
Okay. We'll catch you later.
Well, we thank you for everything.
Well,
I keep shutting this tape off and checking out and saying this is it and this is it. Well, and now this is it here. This is a 57 Dodge Coronet 2-door post, which Leroy here owns. It's a Wyoming car, and he says that if somebody had 1,200 crisp, 13. See, I was trying to Jew on him already here. 1,300 crisp Franklins, she'd go bye-bye, right?
Hollywood.
Yeah, and he got it from Wyoming, and it is, it's got a minor rust. And the motor's been just redone. Tranny's out of it, but that's no big deal. 57 Dodge Coronet 2-door post. Wouldn't this make a heck of a race car, Pollock, huh?
Nice car. Nice.
We got a front view of this. 57 Dodge Coronet 2-door post. Leroy, if a guy bought this at 1,300, would that include that other front clip you have?
Probably not.
Another $100 bill it would, right?
It could be persuaded.
Okay.
Basically, all it needs is
Price
a
is
fender,
yep. Really, all it needs is, like you say, just a fender.
and that chrome on a fender would come with a fender, so that's about all that really needs.
About 50-some thousand on it, huh? It doesn't really matter. It minor rust on the rocker panel and lower fender there.
I think it's 85.
Yeah, you don't find these cars much anymore. So here we're checking out one final time here from Beulah, North Dakota on a beautiful Friday afternoon.
I like some of these weird ducks. Well, for years, I worked for a lot of years for Price.